On Valentine's Day in the year 2000, a 9-year-old girl named Asha Degree mysteriously disappeared from her home in Shelby, North Carolina. The events of that night remain unexplained, and her case is one of the most haunting child disappearances in modern American history. Asha was a quiet, responsible 4th-grade student who loved playing basketball and reading books. She came from a close-knit family that was protective and deeply religious. By all accounts, Asha was not the type of child who would sneak out or take unnecessary risks. She was shy around strangers, cautious, and always followed the rules. But sometime during the night of February 13th, Asha quietly left her bedroom. Her father had checked on her and her brother around 2:30 in the morning and saw them both sound asleep. Yet by 6:30 a.m., when Asha's mother came to wake the children for school, Asha was gone. Her bed looked like it hadn't been slept in for hours. The front door was found unlocked. Some of Asha's personal belongings, including her book bag, were also missing. Her parents were frantic, and a massive search began almost immediately. What makes this case even more disturbing are the eyewitness accounts. Several motorists reported seeing a small girl walking along Highway 18 in the early morning hours in the pouring rain, dressed in light clothing. One person even turned around to try to approach her, but she ran into the nearby woods and vanished. This was the last confirmed sighting of Asha Degree. The local community came together in full force. Volunteers combed through wooded areas, law enforcement worked around the clock, and posters of Asha were put up everywhere. About a week after her disappearance, searchers discovered candy wrappers, a pencil, and a hair bow in the doorway of a nearby shed. The items were later confirmed to belong to Asha, suggesting she may have taken shelter there for a time. Then, 18 months later, a significant clue surfaced. Asha's backpack was found buried in 2 plastic trash bags along the edge of a construction site, about 26 miles away from her home. Inside were clothes and school books that her family didn't recognize. That discovery raised even more questions. How did it get there? Who placed it? And why were unfamiliar items inside? Despite multiple searches, national media coverage, and assistance from the FBI, no solid leads have ever led to Asha's whereabouts. There have been no confirmed sightings since that rainy morning, and no suspects have been named. Theories have swirled for years. Some believe she may have been lured out of her home by someone she knew, possibly pretending to be a trusted adult. Others think she was tricked or threatened. In 2016, the FBI announced they had received a new lead involving a vehicle, possibly a 1970s model green Lincoln or Ford Thunderbird that was reportedly seen near the area where Asha was last spotted. But no arrests followed. Over 2 decades later, the case remains open, and her family continues to hope for answers. Her parents, especially her mother, have never given up the search. They keep her memory alive and still believe someone out there knows what happened. A $45,000 reward is currently being offered for any information that could help bring closure to this heartbreaking mystery. How does a careful, cautious child vanish into the night without a trace? Why did she leave in the first place? And why has no one come forward with the truth? Asha Degree's story is a tragic reminder that sometimes the most chilling mysteries happen in the quietest of towns. If you're drawn to stories like these, subscribe and stay tuned. We uncover real, unsolved cases every week.